What if I told you that a few ordinary items right in your kitchen could literally add years to your heart's life? And I'm not talking about some exotic superfoods from overseas, but perfectly accessible and familiar things. In this video, we'll explore 8 of the best foods that are especially crucial for heart health as you get older. You'll definitely be surprised by who made the list and who didn't. Think of your heart like the engine in a car. With age, it needs extra care and attention. After 60, blood vessels become less elastic, blood pressure can be more unpredictable, and risks tend to increase. But here's the good news. Your diet isn't just about what tastes good. It's your personal pharmacy kit, and it comes without the side effects plus the bonus of more energy and feeling great. Avocado, the fat that heals. When the word fats comes up, many people immediately hit the panic button. Fat equals unhealthy, weight gain, skyrocketing cholesterol. But this is exactly where things get interesting. Avocado has fat, but it's not the kind you should fear. It's rich in monounsaturated fats, which actually help lower levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, and at the same time, they boost the good kind, HDL. That's a direct ticket to cleaner arteries and a lower risk of heart attacks and strokes. And that's not all. Avocado contains potassium. Yes, even more than a banana. Potassium helps normalize blood pressure, which is particularly important after 60. What does this mean in practice? Add half an avocado to your salad and mash it onto whole grain toast. Make some guacamole. It's delicious, healthy, and trendy, by the way. Just remember, avocado is a calorie-dense fruit, so the less is more principle applies here. Half an avocado a day is more than enough to reap the benefits. Oh, and no cooking needed. Avocado is best eaten raw to preserve maximum nutrients. Myth check. Some people still think avocado is just a trendy, foreign thing. In reality, its effectiveness is backed by serious scientific research, so it's not marketing, it's science. Oatmeal, the breakfast that keeps blood pressure in check. If there were a title for breakfast superhero, oatmeal would wear it proudly, not just for keeping you full, but for genuinely caring for your heart. The secret is that oatmeal is packed with soluble fibre, specifically beta-glucans. These compounds act like a sponge. They literally absorb cholesterol in your gut and help remove it from your body. Less cholesterol means cleaner arteries. It's that simple. But oatmeal doesn't stop there. It helps stabilise blood sugar levels, which is especially important for type 2 diabetes, a common condition in later years. And those sugar spikes? Not good for the heart either. Add to that another benefit, blood pressure reduction. Studies show that regular oatmeal consumption can gently but consistently lower arterial pressure. And you can do this without any medication. How to fit it into your diet? It's easy. A bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. But choose old-fashioned or steel-cut oats, not the instant flavoured kind. Ideally cooked with water or plant-based milk. For flavour, add some berries or nuts, and your heart will thank you. Pro tip. Soak your oats overnight in cold water or yogurt for trendy and healthy overnight oats. And the myth goes, oatmeal is boring. Is keeping your arteries healthy, lowering stroke risk, and getting a boost of energy for the day boring? We think not. Nuts. A mini pharmacy in your palm. Small, tasty, and it turns out incredibly beneficial. Nuts are like a compact natural supplement, but tastier and with no side effects. Let's start with the main point. Omega-3 fatty acids. Walnuts are particularly rich in them. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation in your blood vessels, lower the risk of blood clots, and improve heart rhythm. But wait, there's more. Nuts are full of magnesium, which helps dilate blood vessels and stabilise blood pressure, plus antioxidants which protect your heart from premature wear and tear. And the most interesting part, even with their calories, nuts don't actually lead to weight gain if you eat them smartly. That's because they are very filling and stabilise your blood sugar levels, which in turn is more goodness for your heart. How many nuts do you need? Just a handful a day, about 30 grams. This could be a mix of walnuts, almonds, hazelnuts or pistachios. The key is they should be plain, not roasted or salted. How to include them? Easy. Add them to your oatmeal, yogurt, or salad, or eat them as a snack. Tasty, healthy, and sugar-free. Let's bust the myth. Nuts are too fatty. No, they contain the right kind of fat that works for you, not against you. Berries, your natural shield against inflammation. Who would have thought that dessert could be medicine? Well, berries fit the bill perfectly. Small, bright and juicy. They do enormous work inside your body, especially for your heart. The main superpower of berries is anthocyanins. These are powerful antioxidants that give berries their vibrant colour, blue, purple, red. But it's not just about the colour. Anthocyanins strengthen blood vessel walls, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation. Especially beneficial are blueberries, champions of protection against oxidative stress. Strawberries help lower blood pressure. Cranberries, natural antiseptics and cleaners for your vessels. And importantly, berries are low in sugar, especially compared to other fruits. So even people with diabetes can enjoy them in reasonable amounts. Example, a cup of fresh or frozen berries in your oatmeal, smoothie, or just plain. Yes, even frozen ones retain most of their goodness. Now let's debunk a myth. Fresh berries are only available in summer. Not true. Frozen berries are a great alternative year-round. Healthy, convenient, and not that expensive. Legumes. Not just for vegans. If you still think beans, lentils, or chickpeas are boring and only for those who don't eat meat, allow us to surprise you. Legumes are a real treasure trove for heart health, especially as you age. Firstly, they contain plant-based protein, which helps your body repair and maintain muscles without overloading it with fats, as red meat can sometimes do, and healthy muscles include your heart muscle. Secondly, fibre. Legumes are absolutely packed with it, and fibre helps remove excess cholesterol, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and improves digestion, all of which directly impacts the overall condition of your blood vessels. Plus, legumes are rich in potassium and magnesium, which support healthy blood pressure and a stable nervous system. How to eat them? Stewed lentils as a side dish, chickpea salad, bean soup, even a simple can of beans, low sodium, no added sugar, is a step towards health. Myth. Legumes cause bloating and discomfort. If you introduce them gradually and soak them beforehand, you shouldn't experience any discomfort. What you will get is lightness, energy, and a happy heart. Olive oil, liquid gold for your heart. At first glance, just oil. But if you dig deeper, it becomes clear. Olive oil is a true elixir for your blood vessels. It's not called liquid gold for nothing. It's all about its composition. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, which help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise good cholesterol, HDL. And as you now know, that means fewer plaques, cleaner arteries, and a lower risk of heart attacks. But there's more. Olive oil contains polyphenols, natural compounds with powerful anti-inflammatory effects. They help combat the aging of blood vessels and even protect heart cells from damage. How to use it? Add it to salads, finished dishes, drizzle over vegetables. Crucially, do not fry with it. High heat destroys the beneficial compounds. How much? 1 to 2 tablespoons a day is already excellent support for your cardiovascular system. Myth. Oil is fatty, therefore bad. Not if it's the right kind of oil. Olive oil is one of those that heal, not harm. Just don't overdo it and choose extra virgin, meaning first cold press. Salmon. The fish that's friends with your heart. If your heart could talk, it would probably order salmon for dinner. Why? Because it's one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, the very ones that reduce inflammation, stabilize heart rhythm, and lower the risk of blood clots. Omega-3 is especially important as you age. With age, blood vessels become more fragile and blood can become thicker. This is where omega-3 comes to the rescue, improving blood flow and protecting your heart from being overworked. Salmon also contains vitamin D and selenium, which help protect the heart and immune system. Plus, the protein in fish is easily digestible without the heaviness and fat of some meat alternatives. How much do you need? 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week can provide noticeable benefits. Bake it, steam it, or cook it in foil. There are tons of options. Important: fried fish in oil is not the way to go. We're talking about health, not deep-fried snacks. Myth: salmon is expensive. Yes, fresh can be pricey, but frozen fillets or canned salmon, in its own juice, no added salt or oil, are great alternatives. Just make sure there isn't excessive salt or added oil. Dark chocolate. Yes, you heard that right. Sometimes your heart craves something sweet. And you know what? Sometimes it's perfectly okay for it to do so. If we're talking about genuine dark chocolate, the key here is flavonoids. These are powerful plant compounds that widen blood vessels, improve blood flow, and lower blood pressure. They also fight inflammation and protect your arteries from oxidative stress. But pay attention, this applies to chocolate with a cocoa content of 70% or higher. Milk chocolate or a bar with caramel is just dessert, not health. The benefits appear even with a small amount, just 20-30 grams a day. That's literally just a few squares. More than that means excess sugar and calories, and then your heart might say, hold on. By the way, dark chocolate also helps lower levels of the stress hormone, cortisol, and chronic stress is one of the silent enemies of the heart. A myth for dessert: chocolate is an unhealthy treat. Yes, if it's a sweet bar from the supermarket. But real dark chocolate is more like medicine than harm if consumed in moderation. A simple ritual, a piece of good dark chocolate after lunch or with tea, both benefit and pleasure. Here's where the magic begins. Combining these foods isn't just about eating healthy. It's a strategy. Oatmeal for breakfast, avocado and nuts in a salad, fish for dinner and berries for dessert. You're not just eating, you're healing yourself every day. And you're doing it without pills. And yes, chocolate is medicine too, if you know the dose. Our heart works 24/7, no days off. Maybe it's time we started taking care of it just as diligently. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and write in the comments. Which of these foods have you already included in your diet? Or maybe you have your own secret food for heart health? Share it. It might just save someone's life.